Joe Tessitore and Teddy Atlas welcoming you to Chicago and the famed Aragon Ballroom for tonight's main event. 12 rounds of heavyweight action between these two great warriors.
Introducing first, fighting out of the blue corner, Real Deal. His opponents in the blue corner, please welcome Big Grant.
Well, we went over the rules in the dressing room. Any questions?
Just the opening round of 12 scheduled for tonight's bout. Two guys that can really take each other out. What's the best means of defense?
Well, if one guy says to himself, I'm not the power puncher, then he has to be smart. He has to be technically solid in all areas. He's going to have the edge.
Dismisses his opponent's headshot. And once again, he returns fire up top. Tried to land that upstairs and was off the mark. Grant's proving to be elusive. Doubling up the jab now.
Get that head moving.
Blocks away that headshot. Seconds to go here in this round. I think you can just sense right away that strategy is going to be key here. This isn't going to be some wild type brawl. This is going to be a very technical, strategic type fight.
Absolutely, Joe. Each guy waiting for the other one to make the first mistake.
Oh, good exchange there.
What do you think is most misunderstood about the heavyweight division?
I think it's human nature for people to see these big Goliaths, that they start to think that, hey, they're more sure of themselves, that these guys have more of an abundance of security about themselves, about confidence. And really, it's the opposite. In some ways, these big giants, they're really unsure of themselves because they know they can do damage. They're also worried about damage being done to them.
Tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Grant. And in round number one, you already get the sense that they have no intentions of this fight going the distance. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. Good double jab by Grant. End of the round is upon us, and if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Good defense upstairs to stay away from that offensive assault. Nice job to land that counterpunch and getting away from one of his own by Grant. Good looking counterpunch. What a great job. He gave one right back in return. Nice work by Grant. A little defense turns to offense by Grant. Nice block that time. It was intended to the head. Halfway through this round here. He took a shot, but he gives one of his own. A left hand scores. Oh, that's good stuff. Fire it right back with one of his own. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Blocked by Holyfield. Targeting the hooks on each man. Nice block. A barrage of punches now. Takes one, but gives one. Good work by Evander Holyfield. Good defensive guard now by Evander Holyfield. Just 10 seconds to go here in the second round. We come to the end of the round. A round that I'm having a tough time trying to think about who won. I can only imagine what the judges are thinking about. Teddy, if there's one thing you look for in a round like that and say, okay, I'm going to give it to this guy over this guy, what is it?
Well, the first thing is, if I'm a judge, I take a little notepad and I make a little mark down, blue or red corner, what he did early. Because sometimes a judge has a tendency to forget what was done early and only go with what went late.
And round number 3 is underway. Dismisses his opponent's headshot. Able to dismiss his opponent's shot. Oh! There it is! Grant down! Some way he's going to continue on here.
And if he's going to stay in this fight, now he's got to avoid his opponent like the Black Plague.
Blocks away that headshot. Grant's now got to deal with swelling. Grant's able to avoid that punch. Excellent counter punch by Real Deal. Coming to the halfway point of this third round. Grant's now at a point in this fight where his defense is going to become crucial. He has to protect that eye. The swollen eye is getting worse.
Yeah, he does. He has to be cognizant of everything. He needs anything out there that he can use for an advantage right now. He's got to position himself where his opponent can't get into the place where he can throw punches towards that bad eye, towards that blind spot where he has no vision. He's got to keep the fight where that good eye is always able to pick up those punches. He's got to position himself in a perfect way now.
blocks the headshot.
Stay in one spot, circle.
There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Keeping his hands up, getting way of his opponent's effort. Last 10 seconds. Holyfield blocks that punch. End of the round there, a round in which we did see the knockdown. And Teddy, when a fighter comes back to the corner, having just been floored, typically, how are they acting? What are you seeing on that?
Just imagine you just walked into a room and somebody hit you from behind. You dropped. You're afraid to go in that room again. So put a light on in that room and explain to him why he got dropped. He will not be afraid to go back in that room.
Grant's got a bad cut now that's opened up on his cheek. Able to get away from that headshot with the block. See, he's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Evander Holyfield's almost out of it there. He was stunned. Nice block by Grant. He went from almost being knocked out to being right back in it. Well-targeted combination by Grant. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. You know, he did a very nice job of finishing up that. He put the third punch in there and landed the combination.
Keep moving.
Targeted counterpunch by Grant. Well, maybe one of the most impressive characteristics and traits in all of boxing. We're seeing it on display here. He has an iron chin. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself.
In and out, in and out, in and out. Let's move.
What a good counterpunch by Grant. Just 10 seconds to go in this round. Targeting that head with the combination punching. Here we are at the start of another round. A round that could simply add on to a new direction and a new course that this fight has taken. I really liked what he was able to do in that last round. Now, he's behind on the scorecards, but you get the sense that the momentum is starting to roll his way.
Well, you get the sense that it's starting to become his kind of fight now.
Good counterpunch. Holyfield's opponent's probably looking at him right now saying, wow, you're not changing anything up. You know, he got to him moments ago. Now, he's got the same style that he's looking at again.
Yeah, but he got to him moments ago. Got to him one time. I think right now it's too early to all of a sudden throw everything out the window. But look for an adjustment if things don't change. If he can't get away from those punches, if he keeps having problems, he gets stunned again, then you might have to look for a change. You might have to make a change if you're going to survive.
Well-targeted double jab by Grant. Great pace to this fight, Teddy. These guys are not coming out of fifth gear. Nobody's slowing down.
No, they're fighting a 6th, 7th, and 8th gear.
This is why we love the sport, Teddy. I mean, this is just back and forth action nonstop.
Well, Joe, when special events have happened in history, you remember where you are. Right now, I'm going to remember where I was during this fight. I'm watching a special epic right in front of me.
Glad to be here doing it, too. What a war this is. Reaching the halfway mark of this round. Grant's cheek is ripped open right there. You can see the cut.
Keep your hands up.
Grant's now fighting two opponents. Oh, that's gotta hurt. Evander Holyfield stunned, and he is hurt. Grant's mounting a comeback here, Teddy. Things were going against him.
Punches here.
Now the tide is turned.
Good things come to those who wait or those who persevere. He persevered, good things are happening.
Lead him to the punch.
Nice combination. Throwing more than one. Both scored there. He tried to nab him up top, but was unable to connect. On the mark, the counter punch by Grant. That is a big right hand after eating one himself. The end to another very entertaining round in what has been a very entertaining fight. A fight where there's just bad intentions. The fight that just doesn't have the feel of a fight that's going to be a decision win for somebody. Looks like somebody's going to get stopped.
Right from the beginning, they've been fighting with desperation. Like going the decision, as you just touched on, has not been in their minds at all.
Targeted counterpunch by Grant. Takes one to give one. He comes back with a right hand. Scores with the combo to the head. Teddy, is this becoming a mental thing with him? I mean, he's not firing off the big power punches. I got to wonder why.
You know, that's a good question. Sometimes a guy is making a silent agreement in his mind that maybe if I don't hit him hard, he won't hit me hard back. He's not confident enough now to throw the punches without worrying about what to come back at him.
Oh, very nice. Smart counterpunch there.
Yeah, that's beautiful. You make the guy miss, you make him pay.
Gets rid of that effort. Halfway through this round. Blocks that belt line well. Well-targeted counterpunch by Grant. Grant's nose is bloodied up. Who knows how that started right there, but the bottom line is he's got to deal with it. No, he missed that right. Grant's clearly behind on points, wouldn't you agree?
Oh, there's no doubt about it.
And he's taken a pretty good amount of punishment.
Yeah, he's starting to get a little bit ragged there.
How does he turn things around?
Well, what he's got to do right now, look, the guy has shown he has a good chin. So forget that. Don't keep going to that same place because he's already shown you he's good. He's got that nice whiskers. Go downstairs to the body. See if he takes you good down there.
Let's see some more head movement. Let's see some more head movement. Just out
Pulls
of
the
way.
trigger fast. A little give and take, and here comes the left hand. right there by Grant.
Keep working the body.
Able to dismiss his opponent's shot and then comes back with an uppercut. End of the round is upon us. And if the next round holds up like that, we're going to be in for a real treat.
No, we will be, because both these guys have the philosophy that their best defense is their offense.
Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. Turns to offense by Grant. Oh, Evander Holyfield stunned and he is hurt. Grant's showing some real guts here. Hey, this fight was not going his way at all, but somehow he has gathered momentum.
Yeah, he behaved like a fighter. He got through the tough times, and now guess what? Good times in front of him.
And he's able to land consecutive shots. Well done by Grant. He was damaged moments ago, but now he's got his feet back under him. Halfway through this round here. Nice block by Real Deal.
Move your head. Move your head.
Good counter punch. Evander Holyfield's favorite punch is the jab, and tonight he's loving it.
Well, the jab is the table setter, Joe, and he set a beautiful table tonight. Napkin on the left, small fork on the left, knife on the right, and the food right in the middle. And he's eating all night.
You taking some English etiquette classes?
You getting hungry?
He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Grant. Teddy, this is one of those moments where you just wish you could pick up the phone and call up the world and say, tune in. Everybody should be watching this, right?
I have a cell phone. I might do that right now.
Start dialing. We come to the end of this round. Alongside Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. Boy, it's a very closely contested fight, isn't it?
Yeah, it has been, Joe, but it's going to be up now to the judges. Hopefully they have their eyes wide open, because they're going to have to look really closely, not just at the action overall, but who's landed the cleaner, more effective punches.
And a good counter by Grant. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Able to dismiss that body shot. Well-placed three punches landing by Grant. Nice block by Big. A crafty counter punch after a fine defensive effort by Real Deal. Here's one for you now, he says. Right back with the left hand. And coming upon the halfway mark of this 3-minute round. Well-placed counter punch by Real Deal. Landing a 2-punch combo by Grant. Devastating blow by Grant. Lands flush with the 2-punch combo by Grant. Nice strike after catching one by Evander Holyfield.
Keep working the jab.
Final 10 seconds. A stinging counterpunch after some fine defense by Grant. Well, as that round comes to an end, it gives us a moment to kind of reflect on this overall fight. And Teddy, my thoughts are pretty clear-cut. This is the kind of fight that just takes on a personality of its own. This is an all-out war.
Yeah, this is kind of like watching a guy who's not on a budget. You know, he's spending with both hands. You know, when he goes home, he's going to have no money in his pockets. And when this fight is over, these guys are going to have nothing left in the gas tank, and it's probably not going to a decision.
That worked out really well, throwing off the right hand after getting tagged like that. He says, right back with the left hand. Good looking counter punch. What a fight. What a great non-stop action fight this has been. Off to the side, a little swing and a miss going upstairs. Grant's box is not going to the body at all. He'd be so well served to do it, though, Teddy.
Yeah, but his opponent doesn't want him to. So, you know, he doesn't want to go against what his opponent doesn't want him to do. Because his opponent would love him to keep throwing to the head because, you know, he can see those coming. He can move and avoid them. Body shots, you know, your head moves, but your body doesn't.
He missed with that headshot. Well-placed counter punch by Real Deal. That's great stuff. He fires one right back after taking one. Gotta love the work by Evander Holyfield. Targeted counter punch by Real Deal. We come to the end of this round. Teddy, a round in which maybe a lot of trainers don't like to see because it was a very busy round for both guys.
Well, it depends what kind of style, what kind of strength your fighter has, or even what kind of weaknesses. If I had a guy who likes to box, who likes to counterpunch, I want a guy coming at him. Not with a lot of TNT in his gloves, but coming forward where my guy is well suited, he can pick him off a little bit.
Good block by Real Deal. A headshot blocked. Protecting his head well with his guard. Grant's making for a very inviting target right now. That cut is much worse than it was just moments ago.
What he has to do is he's got to be elusive right now. He's got to get on his horse a little bit and give those medicines that were put into the cut a chance to work a little bit. But also he's got to slow his opponent down. Catch him with something so he doesn't keep going after that eye.
Defense turns to offense by Grant. He has reached that point in the fight where his only chance is to cash in and hit lotto here. He needs that grand slam, that big knockout punch, doesn't he?
Yeah, and he doesn't have a pen in his hand where he can fill out the numbers, but he does have a couple fists. And what he's going to have to do is find a specific place to aim a shot. Look for one moment, one spot.
Come to the end of the round. Always interesting to see how things will play out in our fights. Teddy, it's always great anticipation when we come sit ringside and the build-up of what's going to happen.
Yeah, it is. And it's always great having a little electricity in the crowd. You know, it helps. I know it helps me with the broadcast to know that you have these passionate fans that are around.
Good block there by Big. How about a return to sender with the left hand? Guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. He returns the favor with a right hand of his own. Great fight. I mean, just a great fight. Both guys giving their all back and forth.
It doesn't get much better.
That's a tried and true method that works out very well. The counterpunch landing by Real Deal.
Keep working the jab.
Able to get rid of that one. parries that punch away. Very clever move there. Little defense turns to offense. The counter punch by Grant. Able to block that away. It was targeted for his head. He got hit right there, but he also gave one. Solid effort by Evander Holyfield. Good block by Grant. Teddy, making predictions in boxing is often a dangerous task, but I'll make one right here that seems pretty obvious to me as we come to the end of that round here. This fight is going to be a brutal display as long as it lasts.
It's kind of like going and watching that home run contest. Nobody's trying to hit singles or doubles. You know they're all going for the fences.
A headshot blocked. They trade shots. He comes back with a right hand. Pulls the trigger right away with the left hand after getting tagged himself. Trying to go downstairs, but off target. Good block there by Big. He's got his guard up really well that time, and it protects his head. Protecting his head well with his guard. Gets rid of that. It was intended for his head. Frustrating his opponent with great defense. There's the headshot, but he parries it away. Last round of an entertaining fight. Now, for the judges' scores, let's send it up to the ring announcer.
A unanimous decision. Your winner, Real Deal.
Holyfield's your winner by unanimous decision, Teddy.
Well, the question from the beginning was, could he get inside and make it his kind of fight? He did.
For Teddy Atlas, I'm Joe Tessitore. We'll see you next time ringside.